Hey sis, have you ever felt like you're always available? You're always answering, responding, showing up, like, and then over time, it started to feel like people expect access to you and your resources at any time. If that's you, let's talk about it because everyone should not have 24 access to you all the time. Mm-mm. Not because you don't care or anything like that, but because you're human and you need some relaxation and rest yourself. Yep. You need some time to rest, to reset, and just be. Just relax and just chill. And when you're constantly available for everybody else, you don't give yourself space to recharge. And so what happens is it's like eventually that just leads to burnout and resentment. Because here's what's really happening. It's like when you don't have any limits, there's no limits, and people learn what they can expect from you. And if you're always available, and what happens is they will always come and they will always expect it because you've always been available. Not because they're bad or anything like that, but because access was never denied. You always granted access. You always took on everything. And that's where boundaries matter because you never define where the boundaries are. Because access is something that you get to decide. Yes, not everyone should even get the same level of access to you either. They shouldn't be able to get, everybody shouldn't be able to get your time, your energy, your peace, your solitude, your presence, your responses. Yep. Only some people should get them in smaller portions. They don't get the full package because you can't be everything to everybody because they're not going to be there to you. So you may not be able to handle dealing with certain people all the time, especially if they keep up a lot of drama and drain you. Yep. And so it's okay to be like that because here's the thing, protecting your energy is not selfish. It's not selfish, it's absolutely necessary. Yep. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, constantly available, or stretched too thin, you're running around for everybody else and they're not running around for you. You're running around doing everything for everybody else. They're not doing all that for you. Then, if that's you, pause. Just pause for a second. Hear me out, sis. Ask yourself, where do I need to limit access? So I can protect my peace. Because you deserve rest too, right? Yeah, you do. And so the thing is that if you can constantly run around and do everything for everybody else, next thing you know, you're going to be resentful and upset because you have unmet expectations. But it's not like other people are putting those expectations on you. You're putting them on yourself by running around trying to be superwoman and doing all this stuff. And listen, I had to learn that for myself because I'm a giver and I'm a shaker and a mover. And I feel like I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to do that. That's just because of who I am. I like to give, and do and make sure everybody's okay, you know. But not everybody's going to return that favor. So I had to learn that the hard way. Sometimes you just have to make sure you have your peace and your limits and your boundaries. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times nobody's making you do that. Like, these are things that you choose to do because that's who you are. But not everybody deserves all that. Maybe they only deserve pieces of it. Because you have to look at what's being reciprocated. Are you giving all this stuff and only getting a little bit back? Are you running around being superwoman and doing A, B, C, D, E for this person, and that person, and they're not giving anything back? Because that's how you know you're overgiving. Because also, you may have unmet expectations that was even unspoken. Like, they may not even know that these are the things that you want. But even if you did let them know that these are the things that you want, and how you don't feel like this is fair because you're doing A, B, C, D, and E, and they're doing A and B. But it's not up to them, it's up to you to set the boundaries, right? And that's one thing that I'm like learning real life, like in real life. Not that everything I say is not real life, but I'm saying, like, for myself. When I say real life, it's like that's the lesson that, like, I learned right now. Like, you have to, nobody's making you do all that stuff. It may sting if you stop, but you won't have unmet expectations. You won't be upset behind it because nobody's telling you to do all that. So whatever it's going to take for you to have your peace, and meaning like cutting out some of the stuff that you're doing that's unnecessary, that people didn't even ask you to do. Now I do get that it is hard, because if you're a person like me, you're a giver and you like to do this, you like this, and you like this in place, and you like peace, and you're ripping and running and doing all this stuff, and people are receiving, but there's nobody putting it. But if they're not putting it out to meet you halfway, you're going to be in a constant rat race, and you're going to be constantly spinning your wheels, running around doing all this stuff, and then you're going to be constantly disappointed. Versus if you say, hey, I'm going to do this, I could do this, and the rest of the time I'm going to rest like everybody else. So, anyway, I hope this helped you. If this message did give you some type of clarity and help you on your journey, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, joy, and happiness. My name's Melinda. I'm a registered nurse, a life coach, and a mentor. And on our channel, we focused on faith, healing, and emotional wellness. All right. So have a great day. I hope this message served you well, and I hope it's something you can utilize in your life as a skill. All right. Have a great day.